Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're delving into the remarkable properties of breast milk. Joining me is my co-host, Ilara Sky. We'll be examining why breast milk is often considered nature's perfect food for infants, the unique bioactive molecules it contains, and how it supports both the child and the mother in ways processed formulas cannot match. Let's begin with a quick overview of what we'll cover.
Thank you, Ethan. As we explore this topic, we'll look at how breast milk offers critical nutrients for infants, including growth factors, immune-supporting substances, and beneficial enzymes. We'll also discuss the role maternal diet plays in the quality of breast milk, why many experts believe synthetic replacements will never fully measure up, and why prioritizing breastfeeding can have a powerful impact on long-term health for both mother and child.
Breast milk has long been recognized for providing vital building blocks that guide an infant's development. It's packed with complex bioactive molecules that shape an infant's immune system, promote healthy gut function, and aid in tissue growth. Research consistently shows that breastfeeding can reduce the risk of infections, gastrointestinal issues, and even certain allergies. Mothers also stand to benefit from lower rates of postpartum complications and reduce long-term risks of specific cancers and other health challenges.
That's right. One major factor is the range of protective components in breast milk. It contains unique sets of antibodies and immunoglobulins that shield infants from pathogens their mothers have encountered. These substances help guide the baby's immune system in those early stages of life when it's still developing. In essence, breast milk isn't just a source of nutrients. It's also a mode of communication between mother and child, passing on immune defenses and essential regulatory signals.
The scientific community highlights important elements in breast milk, including microRNAs, enzymes, and immune-modulating cytokines. MicroRNAs are critical because they help regulate gene expression and can promote healthy tissue development. Additionally, the enzymes in breast milk assist infants in breaking down nutrients while also releasing peptides that guard against harmful organisms. Certain proteins in breast milk even exhibit anti-cancer properties, attacking cancer cells while sparing healthy cells.
Another interesting aspect is how breastfeeding helps balance immune responses. Many environmental factors can push the immune system toward a Th2 response, which, when unbalanced, can lead to autoimmune problems or increased allergies. Breast milk contains components that shift this balance back, encouraging a healthier Th1-Th2 mix. This fine-tuning of the infant's immune function is something synthetic formulas cannot replicate adequately, despite continual attempts to enrich their nutrient profiles.
Beyond immune support, breast milk contains critical nutrients for brain development and cognitive function. Essential fatty acids and cholesterol, which are present in high amounts, play a pivotal role in forming healthy brain and nerve tissue. Studies indicate that breastfed children often have better academic and cognitive outcomes later in life, in part because these nutrients are more readily absorbed from human milk than from manufactured formulas.
Exactly. Breastfeeding has been associated with lower rates of conditions like sudden infant death syndrome, leukemia, autism, and ADHD. It's also linked to improved white matter growth in the brain, as well as increased verbal, spatial, and mathematical abilities. Meanwhile, children who are formula-fed can face a higher likelihood of issues such as obesity and diabetes, partly due to artificial ingredients like corn syrup and certain seed oils commonly found in commercial formulas.
One important point is that formula has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. In many cases, companies create a synthetic product to replace something that was once freely available. This business strategy can leave parents believing formula is just as good as breast milk. Yet, the reality is that formula can't offer the same combination of growth factors, enzymes, immunological signals, or the unique fatty acids that come naturally in breast milk. Of course, if breast milk supply is insufficient, certain natural formulas can be beneficial, provided they use raw milk sources and carefully selected nutrients.
Exactly. We also have to address maternal diet. A mother's nutritional choices strongly impact milk quality. Breast milk naturally concentrates beneficial substances like iodine, and certain vitamins that an infant needs in much higher proportions than the mother's blood might have. Conversely, if the mother consumes unhealthy fats, heavily processed foods, or lacks essential nutrients, the composition and overall quality of her milk can suffer. This can lead to subpar nourishment for the child and make breastfeeding more challenging.
That's right, Alara. A balanced diet rich in healthy fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals is crucial for mothers who want to optimize their milk. In contrast, diets heavy in trans fats, processed sugars, or junk food can lower the levels of beneficial fats in the milk. In some cases, infants may even reject milk if it contains unfavorable components. This might prompt mothers to switch to formula prematurely. Monitoring the infant's response to certain foods is key, as allergens or irritants in the mother's diet can pass through breast milk and affect the baby's comfort.
Another element is early feeding. Ideally, skin-to-skin contact right after birth and offering the breast within the first 30 minutes can support the infant's natural drive to latch. This early start is vital for maximizing colostrum intake, which is that first, nutrient-dense form of milk. Colostrum contains elevated concentrations of immunoglobulins and antibodies that help protect the baby. It also stimulates maternal oxytocin release, which helps contract the uterus and minimize postpartum blood loss.
Precisely. Interventions such as anesthesia or hospital practices that delay breastfeeding can interfere with a newborn's inclination to feed. Swaddling might seem comforting, but if done improperly or too soon, it can limit the infant's mobility and breastfeeding cues. Some experts also note that swaddling right after birth might raise the risk of certain complications. This underscores why having supportive environments and informed care providers is so important for new mothers.
Colic is another factor that often arises. Some parents dismiss prolonged crying as just colic, but it can sometimes indicate an underlying issue. In many cases, the baby might be reacting to certain foods in the mother's diet or an unhealthy component in a formula. Adjusting what the mother eats or switching to a more natural formula can sometimes resolve these digestive or allergen-related issues. Being attentive to these signals can make breastfeeding more successful and comfortable for everyone involved.
Before we conclude, let's summarize the key ideas. Breast milk remains the gold standard for infant nutrition due to its unmatched immune support, growth factors, enzymes, and healthy fats. Many components in breast milk simply cannot be replicated by synthetic formulas. Breastfed infants often experience fewer infections, better cognitive development, and lower long-term risks of chronic disease. Mothers benefit too, with reduced rates of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and postpartum difficulties.
Breastfeeding may not always come easily. Some mothers face challenges with supply, latch issues, or dietary constraints. However, understanding the powerful advantages of breast milk can motivate families to find the necessary support, whether it's from lactation consultants, thorough research, or adjusting the mother's diet. While formula can be helpful when breast milk is insufficient or unavailable, it's crucial to understand that no artificial product can fully replace the complex, adaptive qualities of natural milk.
Thank you, Alara, for sharing your insights. This discussion highlights the significance of prioritizing breast milk wherever possible. Our hope is that by spreading this knowledge, parents can make informed choices that align with both short-term and long-term health goals for their children. I'm Ethan Foster, and this has been another episode of Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom.
Thank you, Ethan, and thank you to everyone listening. We appreciate your time and dedication to learning more about genuine health solutions. We'll be back soon with more discussions on supporting and optimizing well-being. Until then, stay informed, and remember that awareness is the first step toward making empowered health decisions.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.